buy the house even if the backyard's terrible. If you think your backyard's small, it probably is, but Andy can make it work. I feel like that was my biggest thing of I wanted this location to be able to walk my kids to school. I wanted to be able to walk to the park, walk to church, walk downtown, walk home from downtown. Like that's part of the, joy of Barrington, right? It's this small town community feel. But we don't have much of a backyard, so that was
the only thing we were missing.
It was missing from the listing, quite frankly. So, I do think that this is far beyond my expectations of what was possible when we bought the house.
That's awesome. That's what the realtors say, right? You can change everything about a house besides its location.
Besides the space,
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And I would say we probably get more of, when people come over, that's the thing that they bring up. They compliment the yard and how it all worked out. But then the next thing is who did it. And then so we tell them Andy at AM Woodland. So it's almost like we don't run into too many people. Hey, do you have a backyard person? They see ours and they say, hey, we want to do something like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And honestly, small spaces are way harder to design than big spaces. Big spaces, like I want a kitchen, I want a pergola, I want a pool, I want whatever. And it's like, sure, we can lay that out for you in a really, really thoughtful way, yes. But in a small space, it's like we want all these things and we want it to make sense and we want it to be functional, we want it to be comfortable. And that's a little more challenging, but it can always be done. And especially with the collaboration that we try to take with the customers, making sure that we check all the boxes. And those are the most fun too, because it's like we took something that was almost unusable and we made it into something that is an extension of your home again.
Right.
We use every day.
Yeah. The collaboration piece, you hit it right on the head. I think that was one of the most neat things of the project is we're there together talking through it. You have a couple ideas, hey, what if we did this, and then Mallory could say, well, I don't like that, but what about this? And you were able to, essentially, create whatever we were kind of going for. And what I really love is you come up with some outlandish ideas like the TV coming out of.
I was so happy when you guys loved that. I might have pitched it once or twice before.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we don't need that.
Well, right away we were talking, we're like, no one else is gonna have that. Like, come on, I'm sold. We gotta do something.
That's what I love, that unique thing. It's like no one has that, but it's possible.
Yeah.
For sure. And it wasn't even that much. It was worth the extra expense.
Yeah. No, now that we look back, we're like, we're so glad we did it. At the time, we're like, oh God, I'm gonna have to work a lot harder to afford this. All right.